We are on the air.
Yeah.
I have to go back to that. All right. In 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Geekodrome. 2 men enter, 1 man leaves. Geekodrome is the weekly roundtable discussion of all things geek. I am Jon, and over there, that's Stugots.
Hey, how you doing?
So we're going through some changes at the moment.
Changes.
We could almost call this the beginning of season 2.
Yes.
For instance, we have.
I like that. That's pretty good.
We're even decorating the studios now. We got art behind me. Just if you're watching it on the YouTubes, I was framing some art I picked up at New York Comic Con last year because I'm lazy and didn't get to it till now.
Okay.
But I have, to my left, is a print I picked up of the final Calvin and Hobbes
Cool.
comic because I always love the sentiment of it. I mean, I've always loved the comic, but you know, it's a great big world out there. Hobbes, old buddy, let's go exploring. So it's
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So it's always meant a lot to me. So I'm going to find someplace prime to put that so I see it every day.
I love it.
And then to my right, there's a comic book artist, Dan Bessenmeer, who does Lego art.
Hi, Dan.
And he does the art for like the Lego Avengers video games and things like that.
Oh, cool.
So Comic-Con last year, I had him do a custom Boba Fett with Han Solo Carbonite.
Dig it.
So knowing what I'm going to do now that I finally framed it, I'm going to find 2 more Lego artists. I'm going to have them finish out the bounty hunters. So I'll have one guy do Zuckuss and Forlom, and another do Bosk and IG-88.
Nice. I like Bosk.
So yeah, so I've already started to talk to Paul Lee, who is a buddy of mine, and you know, I just have to tell him what I want and see what we can work out.
What I liked about Bosk, it was like I wasn't exactly sure what he was. Was he like an alligator, or was this a giant like lizard head? It was always odd to me, and he was one of my favorite figures. I had the Empire Strikes Back figure of Bosk. I dug him.
Well, he was the mail away back in the day.
Is that how I got it?
Well, I mean, they also sold it in stores later.
Okay, no, I definitely got it at like JCPenney or something like that.
Yeah, they ended up doing that too. But yeah, but see, that's what I loved about it. Like they weren't like entirely human, so it was enough. Like we saw, you know, Han and Luke and all them. Now we're seeing the crazy aliens from the cantina actually out and about.
Yeah, that's what I really liked it. Empire was my favorite Star Wars film. I mean, it really was.
That was mine too. I mean, it still is.
It had everything.
And you know, it's just it's dark. It just has that, you know, that angst that the first one doesn't have. Speaking of angst, last week we left off on American Vandal.
Yes.
Where it was your hot pick.
Oh, man.
And now we've both watched it since it premiered on Netflix this past Friday.
You watched all episodes?
I finished it tonight before the show. So I am good to go. We may hit some spoilers towards the end, but
I liked it. I'm not a fan of like Forensic Files or anything like that. I don't even watch a lot of television, so that kind of stuff definitely turns me off. But this was done really, really well. Obviously, it's fictional. If you don't know it, it is the story of one kid who was the school goofball, and he got blamed for doing something he didn't do.
Yeah, he was just like the leader of the burnout kids, and
you
know, he was pulling practical jokes, running a YouTube channel, which was just dumb jokes like baby farts and nun humping a tree.
He was the modern day Louis Spicoli.
No, he has a little more motivation than Spicoli. Spicoli just kind of sat there and ordered pizza to the classroom. This kid is dumb, but actually wants to do something.
Yeah, he wanted to go to school to be for engineering and a bunch of other stuff. He had a cute girlfriend. He was just a kid who was just dumb and a stoner.
And he wanted to do those stupid, you know, YouTube videos, and
Yeah.
you know, and someone spray paints dicks on cars,
Who drew the dicks?
and it was just an amazing forensic look at who spray painted the dicks on the cars.
And then you saw the kid who's like investigating it starts poking holes in the prosecution, for lack of a better term. And it was like, hey, this star witness lied about 2 or 3 other different things. The main teacher, who was pretty much the face of getting this other kid, this kid thrown out of school, she lied about a couple of things. It was like, what the fuck is going on in this town?
Yeah, I mean, I was riveted. Like, I only got to watch half yesterday, a little more than half, and you know, I was sad that I had to turn it off. I really wanted to know what happened with 2 episodes left, and you know, I had to, as soon as I got home, like, made dinner, flipped it on, and I got to the end of it, and I'm not entirely happy with the ending, but
Yeah, when it ended, I was like, wait, did I miss something? I actually had to rewind it, like on the remote, and I'm like, this just, I don't think it ended the way it should have.
no, I mean, I guess we can go into the spoilery aspects of it. So, you know, he exonerates Dylan, but we never really get down to who was behind it. We get motive, kind of, but
And a couple of dots get connected, but there's no, hey, you you people did this, or you one person did this. And I guess it was, the point of it was to exonerate him, but then he did something stupid too, and it was like, you moron.
oh, exactly. Yeah, he spray paints this time he actually spray paints a dick, gets caught on camera, and it's like, well, you know, you've already ruined everything already, and then what's the point of doing this?
Just because.
Yeah, but overall, I liked it. I really enjoyed it. I loved the mystery of it.
Yeah.
Like, and I love watching them uncover the clues. But I just wish they had.
Like, go through each theory.
Oh yeah, and how they connect to different
Jen's
things.
cooking. You could hear the sizzle of ribs hitting the oil in the background.
And we're not talking about the Eat 'em Up show till the end. We saved that for
I
the
just
end
didn't
of the
want anyone
show.
who was listening to be like, "Hey, what was that?" But
I guess spoiler. I saw pictures of the ribs from tonight's Eat Up show.
oh man, they came out awesome.
We'll get back to that at the end when we promote the Eat Up show.
No, like I said, I was explaining what the sound was in case anyone watches or listens and like, what was that? It's the last bit of cooking. Sorry.
So, yeah, I mean, we got hashtag Stugots sizzle from Mal in the chat.
I
think
love
she nailed
it. Thank you, Mal.
So, yeah, I mean, I wish they stuck the ending a little better.
Yeah.
Like, it just kind of felt like that last episode broke for me. But I love how they kept the reality of it going throughout.
Yep.
And, like, even the opening credits, like, credit the kids and, like, one of the teachers instead of people who really worked on it.
No, it was really well done.
Yeah, it's so clever. I'd say I want to see another season, but I don't want to.
Yeah.
I think that would kind of ruin it.
You know, when I was watching it, I actually said to myself, like, this is what I wanted it's the Archie show, Ridgedale, to be.
Riverdale. Yeah.
Riverdale. That's what I wanted it to be.
Yeah, I mean, if Riverdale had gone along like this, I'd be up for season 2. Now I'm not so sure still.
Yeah.
I haven't decided if I'm going to stick for season 2. But, yeah, I mean, again, I think it's perfect. I don't want to see a second season, but I would love to see something else like this again.
Yes.
And I think that's kind of where I stand on that one. I think
You can
some
make it a
shows.
little juicier. You can make it like maybe people in their 20s, and all of a sudden there's a web camera found in a bathroom of a lady's locker room, and go from there.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many different crimes they could do, but it's just it has to be like completely separated from the first season. Like they did their story.
Different people altogether. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it also loses it. Like when the trailer came out like a while ago, people didn't know if it was a parody, if it was for a show,
or if it was real. Yeah, the only reason I knew that it was a parody was the Dylan's stepdad was on that Jim Belushi show, according to Jim. Other than that, I've never heard of anyone else on that show.
Yeah, I was kind of IMDbing them as like the show was going.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I did too.
have I seen this one before? Have I seen one or two? Have been on like shows I've watched before, and that was about it. And I was like, oh, all right. So I kind of recognized him, like one or two characters, but yeah, maybe we'll see more of them again. Again. Yeah, yes, my pseudo-Canadian again.
Chris Jericho impersonation.
That's pretty much where I picked it up, yes.
Me too. Every once in a while, I'll throw out one of them at work. I'll be like, what's this about? And people look like, you're from Brooklyn. You don't have a Canadian accent. I'm multilingual. I have vernacular of the world.
Stugots, man of the world.
That's right.
So speaking of worlds, you sent me an article this morning.
Yes.
That Stan Lee says, "Oh no, we don't talk about dirty articles on here."
I was like, "What the hell did I send you?"
Yeah. So Stan Lee says, "Hey, why not? Marvel and Star Wars can cross over one day in the movies."
And if you read the article, and the first paragraph explains it all. Like, hey, he can say whatever he wants. He's 93. He's earned that right to say whatever he wants.
And he's a living legend.
Yes, without a doubt. But yeah, that's not happening.
No, I mean, it would probably be exciting. Things like that have happened in the comics. But just,
it would be as bad as the Supergirl Legends of Tomorrow crossover is.
Supergirl who does her own thing and then 2 minutes at the end joins in?
Yes.
That?
Yeah. Like, I love Star Wars. I love the Avengers films. You can't put them together. It's totally different.
I kind of feel like they already did their version of Star Wars with Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes. You don't need another one.
You pretty much have, the Han Solo character. You have the Chewbacca character.
I am Groot.
Exactly. I mean, maybe there's not like a farm boy Luke Skywalker, but, you skip ahead. And you can have that. I mean, where would they cross over? If it's a galaxy a long time ago and a galaxy a long time ago and a galaxy far, far away.
Yeah.
And then
how are they in 2017?
Well, unless you're Ms. Marvel taking place in the 90s.
Yes, even better. I am excited about her movie being in the 90s. I like period pieces, especially when you get out of modern day, where I just feel like everything's so simple because it's like, hey, how are we going to do that? Well, let me just put in my phone. Oh, that's how we do it. Right there. That's why I think I like 70s things and 80s things. It's like there's like a cop show. They have to chase down clues and interrogate. Whereas like CSI, they're in a lab mixing stuff with beakers and have a Bunsen burner going. That's not a cop show. A cop show's got grit.
Yeah, I mean, the cell phone kind of breaks like so many plots that's ridiculous.
Yeah, like there was I want to say a Twitter feed that had how every episode of Seinfeld would get ruined if they had cell phones. The whole episode with them, I know you don't know because you didn't watch all of them, but there's one episode where they're all crossing by each other in different movie theaters, and you're looking for each other. It's just like beep beep boop bop beep. Kramer, where are you? Okay.
Then they all get kicked out for texting. So.
Well, you could do it in the lobby of the movie theater. You don't have
That's
to be in the actual screening room. But yeah, if it was Florida, yeah, some motherfucker would shoot him.
Well, you know, Alamo Drafthouse. You complain about it, and they put you on screen, play the recording for everybody.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Oh, you've never seen that?
No.
So some woman at the main one in Texas, the Alamo Drafthouse, like was texting or whatever and got kicked out. So she called and left a voicemail complaining about how she got kicked out. So then they turned it into their 30-second, 2-minute video, whatever, before the movie saying, do not text in the theater and play the voicemail.
Oh, nice.
You can find it on YouTube. It's amazing.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I love about Alamo Drafthouse in general. It's really like a shrine to movies. Like,
yeah,
the attention to detail is just amazing. Plus, you know, they started.
I really like that they did the Wonder Woman all-woman screenings. I don't care. That's like, oh, that was gender bias. No, it's not. They have to sell tickets, and any gimmick that they can use to sell tickets is called good business.
Yeah, and it's not like they said, I can't see the movie there. This was a Sunday afternoon screening. So it wasn't even like their prime. It was they're trying to drum up business when they know it's going to be slow.
Slow. That's all it was. Well, it was a gimmick. It was fine.
Well, you know what they did last week, right?
What?
So It came out. The Stephen King movie, which is about, you know, the killer clown in the sewers and all that.
Yeah.
So they had all clown screenings of It.
See? Like, you could dress up as a clown and go to the screen. I could have dressed up as a woman to go to see Wonder Woman, and they wouldn't have stopped me.
They probably wouldn't have.
But no, they would have been like, oh, come on, buddy. Come on. You shaved your legs. Come on. We got to let you in.
My favorite was people who were protesting the all-women screening by buying tickets.
Yeah. Good. That's what they want. They want buy all the tickets.
It's so dumb. So dumb. There have been so many protests like that. You know, my favorite, although my favorite is Hamilton is the hardest ticket to get on Broadway.
Yeah.
Show's been out for, 2 years now? Still, you got to get tickets 6 months in advance. So people were not happy with how Vice President Pence was treated at Hamilton, a show about politics. Well, they spoke to him from the stage, and it's a show about politics. You have to kind of expect politics.
Right.
Yeah. So, you know, they're like, we're going to protest. We're not going to buy tickets. Great. If you get tickets, can I have them? Because they're impossible to get.
We're going to buy tickets and not go. Okay.
And they start at like $200 a piece.
Yeah. Thanks.
So it's great. They're going to blow $1,000 to protest.
What was it? Christmas with the Starbucks cups. We'll show you. We'll go in there and we're going to buy coffee and tell you our name is Trump. Right? They don't care because they have one goal: to sell you shitty fucking coffee that's overpriced, and you fucking fell for it. Brilliant.
I know. It's ridiculous. Like, their protests are just like, we're going to give you money.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
Dumbest. We're going to buy NFL jerseys and burn them.
Yes. And you know what Colin did? He just took the money and donated it. Like, okay.
Well, it's nice of him to do that.
Yeah, it's a smart guy. He donated a bunch of money to a police benevolent association. It's like, hey, it's not his money, you know, the way he sees it. People want to buy my jersey and burn it? Go ahead. I'll just fall asleep on this pile of money.
Oh, it's like the Simpsons gag. How do you sleep at night? On a bed of money with many beautiful women.
I'm going to start doing that. If you buy an Eat Up Show shirt, I will call you and talk to you. And then if you want to set it on fire, I don't care. I got money.
And if they want to curse you out,
go ahead.
They get 10 minutes of your time. spam.
Yeah.
They can say whatever they want to you.
Whatever you want. That's fine.
Personally, I'd be asking for your recipes and shit like that.
Yeah, but if you want to curse at me, it's fine. I already got the money for the shirt, so I don't care. It's fine.
All right. For half the price of the shirt, I'll sell you his phone number. You can cut the line.
I did get a phone call the other day from Bruce Pritchard. He's still behind one but I didn't want to remind him. But I did remind him on Twitter that he was behind on his calls.
And what did he say?
I reminded him on Twitter that he was behind on his calls. Like the next day, there was the call. You know, it's like, okay. He's still behind on one because I've purchased 3 shirts from BrucePritchard.com so far. I've gotten 2 phone calls from him. Bought 1 shirt from his brother Tom. Got 1 call. Like Tom's on the ball with that stuff.
So, do you get a Bruce call with the Tom shirt too, or is it just one?
No? You get a Tom call when I bought the Tom shirt.
Oh, okay. Because I know you're buying it from Bruce's shop.
Yeah, but it's Tom's. Like, I really think that's just set up that way because Tom's like, I don't give a fuck, whatever. You want me to call someone? You're gonna give me money because they bought a shirt, no problem. And I had a great conversation with him about the Pasco County, Newport Richey area where I reside. I thought that was cool. He actually knew places over here. And then when Bruce called, we talked about we shared hurricane experiences.
Oh yeah. So he called after Irma and Houston?
Yes. Yeah, he called man, what day was it? Tuesday? Or Wednesday, I guess. Yeah, Wednesday. And he was like, you guys all right? Is everyone safe? Do you need anything? Because I can facilitate some stuff if it's needed. And I was just like, no, man, all good. My parents had no power. They got power. I had to feed them for a day or 2. And other than that, it was all good. But he was right on it. He was. I will break chops about him missing 1 phone call, but it was just like, what do you guys need there? Because we have, and I can make phone calls. So I thought that was really, really cool.
Yeah, I mean, they even dedicated like a week of their podcast, 2 episodes. They did a bonus one to loveforhouston.com.
They have a shirt on their website where all the proceeds are going to the Hurricane Harvey relief in Texas.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'm a little behind on listening to that show because they do really long episodes.
Yes. Well, not to make this whole show about that, but Bobby the Brain Heenan passed away yesterday. So I go back to Bruce Pritchard's show, Something to Wrestle With, and I listened to an episode from exactly a year ago. It was a primetime wrestling show, all about that program. And it was 2 hours. They start talking about it, and Conrad's like, well, we could easily do 4 hours of the show, but people always complain that we're not doing long enough shows and that 2 hours isn't long enough. But meanwhile, they did a show on Jeff Jarrett and Randy Savage that was 4 hours, and people still bitched. This show's too long.
So it's either too short at 2 hours or too long at 4.
4,
yeah. It just takes me. Sometimes those longer shows take me a while to get to.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So if you were going to try and mash up 2 fictional universes, what would you pick?
Oh, man.
Let's even just simplify it. Something with Marvel.
Oh, okay. Well,
that way we're not, overreaching with the ideas.
I guess. Wow, I wasn't ready for that. I was gonna go TV and just be like Different Strokes and Chico and the Man. Only because I just thought that would be just an interesting dynamic. But let's see.
That would be interesting.
Different. Well, it could be Disney, right?
Yeah,
because Disney owns them all. All right, so I guess the obvious one would be the Incredibles and the Avengers.
Yeah, I mean, if they can't have Fantastic Four,
yeah,
get the next best thing.
Yes, exactly. It would be the next best thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Still the best Fantastic Four movie ever made.
Yes. Especially the ending with the mole people. That was like right out of a Fantastic Four comic book.
Fantastic Four #1.
I mean, it was perfect.
So yeah, it's a tough question. I didn't really think about it myself. I don't know who.
I like the curveball that came out of nowhere.
I'm good for surprises like that.
That's fine.
Yeah. I mean, I'm thinking about it. I don't know, what would I'd love to see something like something medieval, maybe. Like they did the 1802 comics with Neil
Yeah.
Gaiman. That were a lot of fun. Mix that up with something like Excalibur or Legend of
Ooh.
Zelda. Uh, something like because I'd like to. I'd love to see like I know DC looks like they're going to be doing it, but like Elseworlds type stuff.
Yeah.
But Marvel's pretty set in their universe. It seems.
I do enjoy the Elseworlds books. There's, what was it, Leather with Bat with Leather Wings? Is that the one with Superman and Batman?
I'm not sure. I'm not. I don't know that one.
There's
I mean,
one where it's like the Waynes find Kal-El's ship.
oh yes.
Can't remember something. Man, or maybe that
On
was just
leather
a
one. No,
tagline.
that's. I'm trying to do some quick.
And then there was a Green Lantern Batman one,
Yeah.
which I thought was good.
Um. Yeah, Gotham by Gaslight is always a
Yeah,
favorite.
that was a very, very good. I would love to see a Gotham by Gaslight movie, but I know like people aren't going to go out to the movies to see that. So if they just did it animated, that would work.
I think they are doing it animated.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Like I
Yeah,
think
you
that's
told me about that about maybe 2, 3 weeks ago.
yeah.
I was going to
Red
bring up the
Superman, Red
Elseworlds.
Sun.
Oh, Red Sun was awesome, and then there was a what? How would you describe it? There was a digital comic that you could get off of the iTunes store that had really, really well done animation of that. But it wasn't really animation. I don't know what you would call it. You have to look for that, John. I can't describe it properly.
Oh no,
I
it's
apologize.
yeah, no, it's like the motion comics.
Yeah, with the
Yeah,
voices, that was awesome. I love that.
yeah, those can be like great or awful depending how well they do them.
That one
But
was awesome.
yeah, like they even did a Watchmen at one point. And yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that one.
yeah, they did a bunch of them. They've kind of fallen out of favor in favor of like the higher end cartoon movies, like
Yeah.
that. What is it? Batman vs Two Face, Batman and Harley coming. I mean, a couple of these are premiering at New York Comic Con in a few weeks.
Yeah.
So we'll see, and maybe I'll get a chance to see them there. I haven't decided.
They haven't done an Elseworlds title since 2003.
Really? Has it been that long?
That's what Wikipedia says.
No, it sounds right. It's just surprising that it's been that long.
DC scaled back the production of books in order to put the luster back on them.
Yeah, but continuity, it kind of scares people who aren't long-term readers.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's tough. Like you have these comics that go like hundreds and hundreds of issues, but sometimes people just want to pick up one because it's a character they like.
Yeah. Oh man, there's so many of these Elseworlds books. The Batman Thrill Killers, I like that one.
Oh, that was
Gordon and Dick Grayson.
I loved the art in that one.
Yeah, the artwork was excellent.
I'm gonna blank who did it, but yeah.
Batman and Captain America. Ooh.
Was there a Batman Captain America one?
Yeah, 1996, Golden Age era adventure teaming up Batman and Robin with Captain America and Bucky against the Joker and Red Skull.
Oh, I never read that one.
Batman Dracula, Batman Bloodstorm, Crimson Mist.
Well, that was the vampire one was 3 parts.
Yeah.
Which I love that one.
I didn't even know about it. Batman as a pirate.
Yeah, that one I remember. A Batman Leatherwing was the pirate one.
Yeah.
Uh,
Brotherhood of the Bat.
yeah. See, some of these I didn't read. Some of them I did. You know, they did a lot of them for a while. And
It looks like it, yeah.
but see, I loved picking those up. I tried to pick up a lot of them, but you know, I didn't even realize they did this many. Yeah, Batman in Darkest Night, where he becomes the Green Lantern, which I
Ooh,
remember.
Batman Hollywood Night. Severe head trauma causes an actor who plays Batman in films to believe he's actually become the Dark Knight. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, some of these are such fun. The fact is, they're such fun stories, and there's not the limit, like that they have to worry about continuity or anything.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
you know, they can kill people, they can make people into other people. You know, sometimes cross over with others.
Yeah, like Daredevil, Batman, Eye for an Eye.
Oh,
And King
Superman
of New
Speeding
York.
Bullets is the one where the Waynes are killed by a mugger and he becomes Batman.
Okay.
You know. So, all right. I mean, they're fun stories. I'd love to see more of that. You know, we'll see if that happens. But, I mean, it looks like DC is going to be doing it with their movies, like by having their Joker movie and things like that. So, you know, hopefully we'll see some more fun stories coming because
I hope so.
God knows the DCEU needs it.
They do. Man.
Although Joss Whedon apparently is getting a writing credit on Justice League.
Yeah.
Which means he has to rewrite a shitload of that movie to get that credit. So,
and what's his name? Zack Snyder will not be doing any press for the movie.
Well, he's kind of gone off to do his thing right now with his family. So,
yeah,
fair enough.
So it's like then like anything that he was going to do, you would have Josh Whedon do as far as press, and yeah, so that credit is going to be well deserved.
Yeah, I mean, and if he gets that directing credit too, then it's just going to be we're getting a different movie than what we were going to, without a doubt.
Which might be a good thing.
Yeah, you know, neither of us were fans of Batman v Superman or Man of Steel. I mean, we wanted to be.
I wanted to be in the worst way. I love the Russell Crowe lines from Man of Steel. There was so much. There was a lot of good ideas in Batman versus Superman, but some poor execution. I still like Ben Affleck as Batman.
Agreed.
I think he's very good in that role.
I mean, I wasn't a fan of the art direction either.
No.
I mean, which one of them was really the hero in that movie? There were no heroes.
No. Mm-mm. It's like they all were, but they all weren't. Except Wonder Woman. She was definitely a hero.
But she also only shows up at the end of the movie.
At the end of the movie, yeah.
At least Batman and Superman kind of have character arcs. People like Wonder Woman in it because she's a bit of a blank slate and you don't have to worry about, you know, the bullshit that everybody else has had to deal with.
Yes.
So, we'll see. That comes out in November. I'm looking forward to it. You know, plus we got Thor Ragnarok coming.
Man, I sent you that updated trailer, and I know it's the same footage, just edited differently with a different song behind it. It just looks like so much fun. It really does.
I know. That's all I want. I want to go to the movies and have fun.
Yeah.
I don't want to be angry because of what the movie is, and not because it's an make you angry movie.
Or be angry about what it isn't. It's just I want to go and have fun at the movie, and that's the end of it.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens with that.
And hopefully the Infinity War trailer is out for with Thor.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see that with Thor. You know, we saw the leaked version. It looked cool, just hard to see.
But I can't find that version anywhere on YouTube right now, unless it just has a very select or particular search term.
No, I mean, it's going to get taken down if they find it.
Yeah.
But I also subscribe to Marvel Unlimited, which I've mentioned before. And they always, at New York Comic Con, have like an invite-only panel.
Yeah.
Where they show footage like that. like I saw the original Ant-Man trailer that Edgar
Cool.
Wright put together.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was so good, and it's the kind of thing they've never released. They've only shown it at conventions
Oh wow!
in like small rooms like that. So,
And
hopefully
that's coming
I'll
up soon, right?
Which one? Comic-Con?
Yeah.
It's the weekend of the 7th or 8th. I forget what the exact dates are, but it's like that second weekend in October.
Okay.
So I guess 8th is so 5th, 5, 6, 7, 8 of October. So I'll be there. We'll see what news breaks. Hopefully something more interesting than San Diego, where it was just a bunch of trailers.
Yeah.
But apparently it's Stugots' bedtime.
Oh,
I've
only had about 3 hours of sleep today. I apologize, but yeah, I've been.
It's all right. So we'll start to wrap up, and we'll hit the hot picks. So we can see
Right.
what you're into this week.
Let me pull mine up. Hold on.
Ooh, there's visuals.
No, I just want to get the information.
Okay.
Let's see. No.
Geekodrome, the most prepared show on the internet.
Yeah. Sorry. I can tell you, it is a Netflix show. It comes out tomorrow. It's Jerry Before Seinfeld. It is a documentary all about Jerry Seinfeld's career, and it ends at the pilot for Seinfeld for NBC, and it's on Netflix. Jerry Seinfeld was heavily involved in it. He was more than happy to do this. I guess money exchange hands. And he's like, man, how can I not do it? Oh, come on.
Well, to be fair, he also has I guess it's a special or a couple specials coming up on Netflix.
Yep.
So I'm sure the payday was there.
Yeah.
Very much so. There's actually been billboards around major cities that just say white screen, black lettering, Netflix is a joke.
I got that ad on my phone when I play Words with Friends.
Oh, okay. So it's been
and
an
he's
online
all in
ad
that.
too.
Him and Chappelle, they're all over that ad.
Well, originally it wasn't. Like originally it was just the words on white and that's it, and then they've expanded since then. So for a week or so,
a guerrilla anti-marketing campaign.
Yeah, I mean it came out like on day 2 that Netflix is behind it. So it's amusing.
I'm looking forward to this documentary because Jerry was a New York City comic, and he was that first comic that got that show that hit it big in that time. I mean, there were always comics on TV like Bill Cosby, what's his name, Freddie Prinze.
Yeah.
So it's like they were always there. Flip Wilson and
J.J. Walker.
J.J. Walker,
Red Fox. Yeah. Pritchard
Pryor. Was that first for that generation, and it was a smash hit.
Yeah, it kind of died off like mid 80s, and then in the 90s he kind of was the first one to really get a sitcom.
Yeah.
And then after him, Ray Romano, Kevin James.
Every comic that was halfway decent.
And pretty much all the guys who were like hitting the Comedy Cellar in New York City.
Yeah. Or
like,
if they were on MTV's Half Hour Comedy Hour, they ended up getting a sitcom. There were a couple that was like, ooh, what the hell? Who the hell wants to see these people?
Yeah, well, that's true, too. But that's why those shows didn't last.
Yeah. You're laughing at something. What did Mal say something in the chat?
Oh, yes, she did.
What'd you say?
I love how Stugots' impression of Jerry is just like high-pitched Eric from The Stern Show.
It is. It really is. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, stop it.
Who are these people who are laughing at this joke?
Who are these people blocking me on Twitter because I'm high-pitched Eric? Oh.
All right. And my hot pick for this week is this guy right here, the Lego BB-8.
Sweet.
So
I like it.
His head spins, and he's got the little lighter, and that way, you can see.
Oh yeah, I like it.
Fun. It was a fun little build. Gave me something to do for a couple with it while I watch TV because I can't just sit and watch TV.
Yeah.
So this is the kind of fun that I enjoy, and it looks so cool. So it's going to go next to my Lego R2D2 in the other room because it's art, so you're not allowed to look at it.
No.
I know, tonight's the exception.
I think every week you should just rotate what you put back there.
All right, yeah, I'll hide art there for you each week. You know,
this way, it's like you still get that chance to see it in your house, but then we get to see it.
So before I frame each one, I'll put it behind me. Yeah. So I got 3 more pieces over there that I framed that night. Plus, New York Comic Con, I'll probably buy some new art.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens.
Real quick, I was going to show you. I got my Gene pin from Bob's Burgers. Nice. I got on my cap.
Very nice.
Someone asked if it was me. I was like, yeah, I had a pin made of myself. Yeah. I got nothing to do.
And you can buy your copy at the Eat Up show.
Yes.
So this ends our first episode of season 2.
Woo!
I know, right?
Wow.
Find more Geekodrome. Check us out at geekodrome.co.
Yeah.
I guess that's going to need a season 2 as well. Subscribe to us on iTunes. Give us the 5 stars. We'd appreciate that.
First person to write a review and give us 5 stars is going to get a gift.
We can do that. We can do gifts.
Yes.
We'll have something like that coming up. I was just delaying it because, you know, we're prepping. We're getting some stuff together. We'll see, you know, upcoming weeks, we're just slow changes as opposed to all at once.
Well, plus you were out of work for a while, and you're back to work about a month, maybe 5 weeks.
I started August 16th, so
okay, so yeah, about a month. So and it's fine. We're building it up over time. We're not building a castle of sand. We're building with cement and steel. That all takes time.
Any beeping you hear is the cement mixer backing up. So
yes, of course.
All right. Well, we'll get to it. But if you want to catch us on the day-to-day, see what's going on at Geekodrome HQ, check us out on the Twitters at Geekodrome Pod or on the Facebooks at Geekodrome Podcast. You want to know what's going on with me? I'm John, and I'm at Twitter at Just John.
Just John.
Stugots over there. Not only is he on the Twitters as at Don Stugots.
That's me.
But Monday nights on the Facebooks, you can watch him cook up on the Eat Up. I was gonna say the Eat 'em Up, but I figure I'll promote it properly for once. The Eat Up show on Monday nights, and tonight he made ribs. And honestly, I saw pictures this afternoon. I almost left work early to hop a plane to go to Florida to be there to watch it live and eat ribs.
These ribs came out unbelievable. They were country ribs, so they were like oversized pork ribs. I know country ribs could be beef too, but these were pork. They had small, I don't want to say small bones. They weren't fully on the bone. It was just like maybe a small piece of bone that was still about 3 inches, 4 inches.
And it just did it melt right off.
Yeah, yeah. I dry rubbed them. I baked them, took them out of the oven, put them in the wok, put a really nice sauce on them, and it really just tastes like just like a Chinese food spare rib, but it's the size of like a Fred Flintstone rib.
So pictures on his Twitter, on the Facebook for the Eat Up show. You must see this because it was pretty epic.
And it was Ribomania, so if you want to see me do a Hulk Hogan impersonation and wear my Andre the Giant world title, then you watch the video.
No, I believe this was Ribomania 2?
2, yep.
The ribboning? Yep.
No, ribs still rule. I'll show you my shirt.
Ribs still rule. So the third one will be the ribboning. Got it.
Probably. Well, it all depends on what shirts I can find.
All right.
Because this shirt and the Ribomania shirt that I have were from BrucePritchard.com. So I would have to see if they have another rib shirt.
Otherwise, you're just gonna have to market your own.
Yeah.
It's gonna be unfortunate.
Yep, the ribboning.
So check it out on the Eat 'em Up shows, store. If you want a phone call and a T-shirt from the Stugots.
Yep, I'll be happy to call you.
In fact, he's just bored. He really wants somebody to talk to.
Yeah, I have nothing to do. I'm only producing like 6 different shows, a charity fundraiser, working on, and then go to school for my master's degree. I would love to call someone for 10 minutes.
Well, you know what I think of that?
What?
I think it's just too sweet. And we'll see y'all next week.